guys hear me now? I don't know if this microphone is, I don't know what the default mic is, but I hope it's good. I hope it doesn't sound absolutely horrendous. Easy first point. Easy first point. Tony's showing up on the Tracer. Everyone's showing up, honestly. It's just like a really clean, well done round there. This is our star player, Demon King. I am seeing a lot of Junebug love in the chat right now, but I mean, Demon King, he just plays everything. Right now he's on the Zarya. I wonder if he's gonna end up swapping onto the Doomfist. As you see in the bottom right, the banned characters are Ramattra and Venture. Tony's a great Venture player, but we don't really see the Ramattra come out much from Demon King, which I think is why they banned it. UAA banned that one, that is. Point from the control center. Demon King getting kind of low. Falls. Maybe they can trade back at all. I think they're just going to try to play back and reset here. I have to seed the point. Yeah, Smokey dies too. I think that's going to have to be a seed. Manages to get a kick there and somehow lives again. Just barely living twice in a row there. Good God, I feel bad about that. Kills the Juno. Kills the Cassidy. Junebug falls in the back, but this Reaper is just all alone. I'm surprised on Control Center here how much the Tracer's been playing with the team. I mean, here you see he's playing off to the side a little bit, but still. Shooting with the Kiriko here. Drops the pulse, barely misses. The thing with Tracer though, his character gets pulse pop so fast. His ult just charges up so quickly. I mean, it feels like he's just recalling on cooldown. There's nothing they can do. They drop the Kiriko ult here. Kitsune Rush. Go first, easy wipe. They still have this huge combo of the grab with the I don't even know what it's called, the Vendetta ult. Probably called something stupid because that's a stupid character, but they have this big combo here. Was he gonna grab here? Yep, there's the grab. They have no bubbles. Sarchigan didn't feel like he needed to ult there. Let's see if that comes back and fights them. Smokey falls, but they get 3. This looks like a pretty one fight now. Yeah. Cassie's a little bit staggered too, so that's gonna be another bit of chunk of time there. I mean, at this point, if you're North Dakota, you're kind of just going, and we got to touch somehow, like, not even thinking about winning the round, you're just thinking about trying to stay alive. And that would be the game, too. Use the beat with Ito's ults. Doesn't manage to kill anyone. I think it might, oh, Juno is just trying to touch there. I don't know why she's doing that. Reaper was already touching. So Gabe can get done here. Just burning them down. 2 for Gabe, 1 for Junebug. Easy map 1. And just like that, UAA takes map 1. Great job, Overwatch. Okay. Getting in to game number 2. It's like we are on New Junk City. For those who are not fans of Overwatch 2, this is a Overwatch 2 map. I believe it is Flashpoint, so there's going to be a bunch of different points that you have to go capture. Who knows where they're going to start? There's like 5 different map points on this one map. Best 3 out of 5 for the game. Clever to see Demon King on the Junker Queen. I always love Demon King's Junker Queen, and when you watch the Junker Queen, it's just so crisp the way he gets full shotguns to the head. Seeing a Bastion come out, you know, this is what we dreamed of, actually. This is the dream right here. Bastion dream. I think this is actually going to be played. Etho has been practicing the Bastion. He played it last week in placements to win in the final game on Atlas. Symmetra here is just going to be the TP, and then I believe he's going to swap probably to Tracer. Yep, there's the Tracer. On the other side, we are seeing another Bastion, the Ramatra that got banned, and Kiriko Bap. So I think this Reaper for them is probably going to be playing kind of to the side. And then they have the Bastion with the Ramatra and the Bap core. Demon King gets the kill on a Bastion. That's like most of their damage. Tony looking on the Bap. Looking really low here. Oh, great. Yeah, they're going to have to drop at the start of this first point. Trying to enter, it's really hard to enter into these Ramatra Bastion columns because they're so good at holding ground. Targeting this Reaper on the side, he has to use the Wraith to get out. Maybe they can find something here. Etho in the turret form is just shredding through this Ramatra. Instantly kill the Immortality field. Demon King went down. That's 2 kills for their Kiriko. I don't think they're going to be able to turn this fight. Etho's about to go down. There he goes. Just the support's alive. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup here. It sucks when the Bastion's the last one to die because he's so much slower than a Tracer. Slowest character on this team, so he's just going to have to get ferried out by the Lucio, and extra couple seconds there that you wish someone else would have died last. Looks like he swapped to the Cassidy. Oh, that's bad. Bad pick there. Unfortunate. Comes in between points though, so it's not that bad. The Kiriko's gonna respawn soon. Just teleport to the team. That's awkward. Bit of missed shots on that railing. It's okay, you know. Those railings can be, you know, a little thin, hard to hit sometimes. It is what it is. It is what it is. We do have our Junker Queen ult ready to go. Nice pulse, huge Junker Queen ults. Just gonna wipe them out. So the Junker Queens get kind of low. Nope, that's definitely a wipe. Yeah, great fight there on the second point. Great fight on the second point. Now, what we're seeing here is what our coach Calypso would call a screenshot. So, for Red Team, they have every single ultimate available. They're probably going to end up using... They've used 2. Both Kiriko ults are out. Somehow they're losing. Ramatra ult's here. It's kind of alone. They killed all 3 there. Coming back on Venture. I mean... They used 3 ults there. We used 2. Swap the Tracer to a Venture. This was banned in the first game, so we didn't see it come out, but Venture is really good on this map. And Tony is a phenomenal Venture. This character just goes underground. It's like, what can you do? Pops out, one-shots you. Unlucky, I guess. Gabe has already somehow almost got his ult back, 75%. No support ults though, it's gonna make it a little bit awkward. Reaper on the side, has to use Wraith immediately. So Ethan can get done here with his ults. High noon. In a bit of an awkward position, everyone's just standing to the side there. Almost finds one there, but it's just a second too late. Great Suzu from the Kiriko there, but we saw fall. Tough first 2 points, but... And another pick there on the Junebug. Oh, that sucks too. Feels like the momentum is just not in their favor for all these points. They had a winning fight, but then right after it's just 5 stacked ults, and it's like, what can you do against that? Especially when they have such powerful ults as well, like the Remacher ults. Good pick there from the Tony onto the Kiriko. Kiriko's causing some problems. Gets another kill into their tank. Should be their first point here on Flashpoint. They should be able to get control here. This Bastion's all alone. Maybe they can get a stagger here on the Reaper or the Bastion. But everyone's so far behind. It's just Tony on point here. Looking for the Bastion. Not gonna be able to do much, just some poke there. This Venture ult is really powerful, and he might be able to get something with it. Bastion's ulting, so he's gonna look to try to create some space for his team. Tony almost dies there jumping into a Bastion bomb. Gonna be a kill here from Tony probably. Bap is 1 HP, that's so unfortunate. And I wonder if they could have played that fight differently so they could have used their DPS ults, because they had advantage in ults there, but weren't able to use that advantage. They still have advantages now, so this next fight, I think we're going to see the Kiriko ult probably coming out as soon as they can get it out, just to initiate the fight first. Oh, another pick from their Kiriko onto one of our players. Ito falls. This Reaper off to the side is just such a nuisance as well. And honestly, I mean, I'm wondering who UAA is going to be looking to ban for this next game. This game they banned the D.Va, but honestly it didn't look like it was D.Va doing that much. Big damage there. See if Etho can maybe complete some kills. No. Their supports were alive, couldn't end up finishing anyone off, just weren't able to trade back any of those kills. They were some low players there, but just couldn't find it. Trying to get to the touch here. Looks like Lucio's gonna get it. Get the beat too. This Reaper's 1 HP. Kiriko's in there as well. Gabe's looking. Grab onto 2. Big ult from Tsar Chicken. Gets a 4th. It's a play of the game material, maybe. I don't think he's gonna win this 1v1 though. So close. So close. It's just so unfortunate that the last person alive is the Ramatra. It's just like Ethan, he'd be able to outplay any other character, but when it's a tank, it's just like, what can you do? And that'll do it for game number 2. Smog the Frog gets to play the game on the Ramatra. This is why they banned the Ramatra in that first game. I mean, him getting play of the game here, it's honestly just unfortunate. Like, Etho had to play the game himself. Just 2 play of the games happening at the same time. A great way to finish off that second map. But headed back to intermission. Okay, on to map 3. Looks like we're playing on Watchpoint Gibraltar, the classic Overwatch map. I think we might finally be seeing the Doomfist come out from Demon King, our top 500 ace player. I'm hoping so, at least. I know Doomfist definitely works on this map, and strangely enough, if you'll see in the bottom right, we banned the Bastion, which is one thing. They banned the Winston. Looks like we're playing the ball. I love our ball as well. We're on defense first. Looks like it's going to be the ball with the Lucio. Interesting. Lucio Curie. There's a few different ways we can play this ball comp. Play it with like a Zen Brig as its own unit, or looks like what we're doing here is we're doing a Lucio Curie as a unit. Demon King and Tracer are sitting here on the side, everyone else a bit more to the left. What you'll notice here about these positions is Tracer and the Wrecking Ball have more survivability than the other three. So they're the ones that are going to be like more further forward or playing harder off angles. Okay, looking for a little bit of a slam here. Cheeky slam. Didn't find anyone. Gets a big push though. Hits a lot of them. Oh, Etho gets picked though. This Ashe tearing him up. Gets both DPSs. Gabe is knocked out of his slam there. Wasn't able to get onto anyone. Kiriko managed to escape with the step. Tony farming some ult on the D.Va. I'm curious how they're going to coordinate. Oh, there's the Doomfist coming out from Gabe. Now, I mean, let's just appreciate this Doomfist for what it is here. I mean, I'm sure he's just going to kill someone mysteriously in a second. Diving in, there goes the Brig, there goes the Ana, punches him to death. But they C9 the point to their Tracer. Ooh, that's rough. They had a winning fight there, and they just didn't have anyone on point. Everyone committed a little bit too hard to that dive. Forgot about the objective, and I mean, it snuck up on me too. It's like, that cart was just under the bridge just a second ago, and all of a sudden it's at the point. Like, I don't understand how that happens. I think they must have used some witchcraft to teleport it there. I don't think it was actually supposed to be there, but let's not cause any accusations. Big pick onto their Ashe. That Ashe was causing some problems right away. He punches the Ana. Not managing to get the shots though. Punches the D.Va. This D.Va is really isolated. Got the health pack though, so it's full HP. Tony just won the Tracer 1v1 down here. And they're gonna... Nice. They're gonna intentionally stagger this baby D.Va here. They know... Yep. Perfect timing on that kill from Junebug. Now this D.Va's gonna be dead for so long. So much extra time off the clock right there. Gabe's going in. He does have his ultimate ability. Oh, Dynamite burns down Tony though. Now the main thing with Doomfist's ult, you don't really love using it for damage. That's not kind of why you use it. Doomfist has two movement abilities, but when he has his ult up, it means he can use both of his movement abilities offensively and then just use his bunch to stall time and get his movement abilities back. So him having his ult, it just gives him so much more survivability. Tracer finds the Ashe, but both of our supports are dead here. Doom is going in. They're just getting the kills. They don't even need supports. He used it to survive the D.Va ult there, right after using both his movement abilities. Man, Tony's just going crazy on them right now on this Tracer. They just can't... They don't have any answers for it. Now, what you might see with Tracer versus Tracer is the Tracers are 1v1ing, but Tony is just better. In the previous fight before this one, Tony and the other Tracer, Will Rust, had a 1v1 and he just killed him straight up. So they're going to have to be committing extra members onto the Tracer, and it still just doesn't matter. Doom knocking the D.Va off high ground. Tony recalls there, forces them also off high ground. So right now UAA has really good control of the high ground. Jumps on the Ana, who's a little bit forward. Gabe gets antied, but it's not looking like it's going to matter. Tony falls, but oh, bit of an awkward aiming situation right there. It's super close. He was super low. Gets the block. Kills the Ashe. Kills the Tracer. D.Va's one, has to retreat. Really good defense there. I think the way they held the high ground was really great there. D.Va tried to get up on top of the plane. Got forced off. They were trying to enter in through that high ground over there. Tony forced him off. Really good job controlling space here. We're seeing it again. D.Va jumps up on top. Gabe knocks him down. Tracer goes in, has to recall back. This time he doesn't manage to force them out because there's two there. He's 1v1ing the Tracer on the side. Looks like he's maybe winning. Yep, he won, and that's just unbelievable there. He already used his recall before that fight, so he basically beat the Tracer twice, and then finds the pick onto the Ashe. Like, how phenomenal is that? This rally is just getting wasted, and that ultimate is so powerful. D.Va's gonna get staggered again here, I think. Stuck in this little room. Nowhere to go. He's just gonna, yep, die. And, I mean, this is just a really good job defending on the second point here. Great heroics there from Tony, though. Gets it by the bomb, so he has to recall right away. Gabe is looking for the Tracer this time. This time, NDSU is changing up their approach. They're all sending everyone high ground, and the problem with that, you just send the Vendetta and it just one-shots everyone. Because that character is not okay. Vendetta jumps in, just slices them all up, and there's not anything you could end up doing about that. Even if you would have hit the sleep, it's like, what are you gonna do? If you drop a pulse bomb on it, which we just saw Will Russ use his pulse bomb and die, even if you try to pulse bomb the Vendetta, her block mechanic and her armor, she doesn't even lose like half her health to the pulse bomb. It's quite absurd. This D.Va is super far forward here, trying to force a dive, but no one there on his team. He looks like he's going to actually manage to be able to kill Smokey somehow. And I think that we're just super split up. The Doomfist wasn't diving. He was trying to play back, but Etho was trying to play forward, so he ends up getting picked, and then Tony's staggered. It's unfortunate, but I think they might be able to still contest at the end of this point here. Moon King builds up a punch. He has his punch ready and his ultimate ready, so looking to go back in here. Steve is really far forward. Here's the punch. Oh, he's hindered and just gets one shot. That's crazy. Kiriko ult comes out. Smokey's already dead. Gabe's already dead. They're just kind of stalling time here. Yeah, not much you can do. 2 kills for the Ana, but it is what it is. They lose that point, but they have a lot of ults still. 3 ults to NDSU's 0, which is gonna be 1 or 2 in a second here. The Brig ult's up in a little bit, and they're gonna have Nano too. I'm wondering who they're gonna Nano. There's a couple good options. You do like Nanoing D.Va, it makes her super tanky and do a lot of damage, but you also like Nanoing Cassidy. Cassidy's ult with Nano, it does charge up a lot faster, and when he's Nano, he kills really quick. Nice pick there from Tony, gets the Ashe, so that's going to delay them a lot. He gets hindered though, unfortunate. Doomfist ult comes out, gets the Ana, punches the Brig, she's really low. They're still pushing the point though this whole time, like, even if they're winning this fight, which I don't think Gabe should have walked out there, gets caught by a lot of high noon damage. Etho's just stalling point a little bit. Yeah, that whole fight, even though it was like a really even fight, it's just like, you're not getting anything because they're pushing the cart the whole time. The fight was all like over and to the left where Tony is right now, which is just not where the cart is, so they weren't contesting that whole time. Etho's going in, he has his ult. This ult is also another broken part of his kit. Kills the Cassidy, gonna get the Brig as well. And this fight looks like it's gonna be over before it even begins because of those kills. Just dicing him up. This D.Va is honestly not getting much resistance though. I think this is what happens when you have 2 flex DPS is what you might call it. Overtime though, I mean this is the end of the point. But this is what happens when you have these flex DPS only and no main DPS. Is when you're playing against a character like D.Va, you don't really have the damage to burst it down because it's got this huge head hitbox, but like who's hitting the head hitbox? Tracer's playing on the side. Vendetta is there, but she only crits on her attack that always crits anyways, so even though she pumps out crazy damage, it's like, imagine that's a soldier instead doing damage, and not that that's a problem with the comp, it's just sort of something that NDSU is trying to exploit by having the D.Va because it's so much less vulnerable when it's not against something like a Sojourn or a Soldier. I wonder what we're gonna roll here on offense though. I wonder if we're gonna try do the ball again, or if we're just gonna go straight back to the Doomfist. I mean, Doomfist just does so much. There's really no reason to not be playing it. Wrecking Ball synergizes like a little bit better on certain comps, but when you're playing Wrecking Ball with a Vendetta and Tracer, the Slam, it doesn't really do as much as you might find with other characters. Like, if you're playing the Wrecking Ball Slam with something that can more easily capitalize on the Slam, it's a lot better. What you do see with the Wrecking Ball is it slams and then the Vendetta ult comes out. That's kind of the main synergy there, but Doomfist does so much more, especially when it's Gabe piloting it. I mean, he's just one of the best Doomfists on the planet, right? So instantly takes the high ground here, holds up a bunch. Probably gonna wait for his block to come back before going in. He's gonna go in a couple seconds here. I imagine he's gonna slam up there with Tony when they're ready. Yep, there he goes. Huge punch there from Gabe. Almost gets the kill with the recall punch. Etho gets the kill onto the Ana though, cleans it up. Gonna get half of Ash's health bar here, and then, I mean, there's no main support, so he manages to get that kill, but on the backside, the D.Va and the Reaper managed to get our supports as well, so I think it's a done deal. Yeah, everyone's dead. Well, I mean, that first engage looked pretty good. If somehow we can survive a little bit more on the back with this Zen Brig, like I talked about, it's kind of its own unit. Basically playing with 3-2 comp here. Takes the high ground. This time the D.Va's on the back line instead of diving in. Looks like they're actually sending it onto the other team's 2. Gabe gets forced out. Unfortunate. They almost won that 2v2 there, but they built up some ults here. Gabe's gonna have his ult here in a second. They're swapping back to the Lucio Kiri. I mean, yeah, it was working better there at the end. They're going left side here. I think the reason they did this is because they just feel like their supports are a little bit too vulnerable. Kiriko dies. Gabe has his ult. I think he's just gonna die though. Goes for the pack. Manages to get that. Stalling a really long time here, but honestly, I think he might have just wanted to die earlier. Now he's just staggered. They have pushed the cart a pretty okay amount though. Tony there was on cart duty, as you often will be as a Tracer. Hello there, Ethan. Waving hi to chat. And man, it just feels so hard to penetrate the defenses here. The Reaper on cart, it's like no one can fight the Reaper 1v1. Big pick onto the Brig there, out of position, and the Cassidy. Oh, that's great start to the fight. I mean, D.Va's just gonna kill himself so he doesn't get staggered like he has been so many times already in this match. But the Reaper's gonna be the one getting staggered instead. It's almost like the D.Va, by anti-staggering herself, ended up staggering the Reaper more. Gabe knows the cast is gonna be here. Trying to get some punch here. Yep, gets the punch. Bit of an overcommit from Etho, but he manages to live. Big Doomfist ult. Tons of damage. The Elna's 1 HP. We got the Nano D.Va coming out and the Rally, but they're just not together. Oh my god, Gabe lives on 16 health but dies right after. They got the cart 1.6 meters within the point, but so close, so close. This next fight, you might want here, look at cap it. I believe they're gonna have ult advantage. I mean, there's a bit of a screenshot that last fight from NDSU. They used 4 ults and they still have 1 right now. Tony ignores the D.Va. But we're gonna have both of our support ults. I think we might want to use the Lucio beat as soon as it comes up to start the fight, and then use the Kiriko ult soon after. Yep, they're gonna use the Deadeye. Manages to get the pick on Lucio. That's really good there from Will Russ. Everyone's super low. Kiriko ult comes out. Let's see what our Vendetta can do. Big damage from the sword swipes. Our Kiriko dies though, we have no supports in the fight. It's like Lucio's coming back in a second though. Yep, here's Lucio. He has speed ready. But we already won. Don't need to use it. Really good fight there. Just the Tracer left, trying to stall, and I mean, this Tracer is stalling a really long time. They might be able to touch again actually here. But I don't think they're going to. Yeah, no, they're not going to. Good fight there, good fight there. They only ended up needing to use one of their ults because Will Russ used his Cassidy ult right at the start, so in the fight proper, they were up an ult. And Lucio just came back so fast. Even though the pick was really good at the start, the fight ended up being extended long enough that it ended up not mattering. Lucio was really low. This Brig out of position again. That's what happened in that first fight, is the Brig got caught out of position. It just cascaded into more good things, so that might be something they can attack in the future. If we're using a TP and the Wraith, has to run away. They already pushed this cart really far. When UAA was defending here, they were managing to hold the cart for so long. Okay, Gabe finds a punch onto the Cassidy. Smokey goes down again, but it might not matter. Gabe managed to get both their supports, just barely there, and he's gonna kill the Cassidy, I think. So it's just the D.Va on the point, and yeah, she's gonna use her ult to get her. Oh my god, that's killed? That's just so unfortunate. They would have capped point there probably if it wasn't for that unlucky death. They still maybe might be able to, but if this fight fails, that's so much time lost. There's the Reaper ult. They actually are all alive right now. They just got 2 ults out. Tony dies, but Evo manages to stay alive. That's really good, actually. Just getting 2 ults right there is really good. These are really powerful ults, the Nano and the Reaper ult. So all that NDSU has is this Brig ult, and they're going to have the Cassidy ult in the fight, but we already have 2, and we're building up this Kiriko ult soon. So we do have ult advantage, and who knows how fast Gabe can get his ult. Like, that thing could happen in instants. Oh, Star Chicken gets caught going in there. Just the hinder is just so powerful. 30 seconds to cap this point. Beating in. He said, we don't need our Vendetta, we're just gonna kill you guys. Cassie's 1 HP. He's 1 HP. So close, so close. Dies at the punch in the end, but he lived for so long there. Big punch there, and he gets his ult here. Let's see what Gabe can do with it. Onto the Reaper. Kills the Reaper. Looking at the Brig. Gonna get a big punch on the Brig, and the headshots. Perfect kill there from Gabe. He's just doing it himself, but he's antied, and he's getting Cassidy ulted. Might be able to get a cancel here. It's just can't do that. And I mean, their respawn is so much closer. They managed to get the Cassidy, who is committing really hard onto the point and try to stall. But this D.Va is just not dying. I mean, this is what we were talking about earlier with no main DPS to kill the D.Va. It's just so hard to kill this D.Va through all the healing when your DPS is just Doomfist shots and like the Vendetta sword swipes and a Tracer who doesn't even want to be shooting the tank, right? So close, but it's going to be a loss there from UAA. Gabe does get the play of the game on this play, or the auto just barely lives for a second there. But very close match, very close match. Back to the intermission though. And here we are again, back into our 4th game. We're on the Blizzard world. Looks like it's nighttime out in the nice Blizzard world, so no tourists today. Although, I don't think there would be any because I don't care about Blizzard, but Blizzard world, I think, now this is just a prediction, I think we're going to be playing the ball. They banned the Doomfist, which, I mean, come on, makes sense. It's the Demon King Doomfist. That guy was absolutely running their cheeks, you know what I mean? He was taking their pocket change, right? But yep, there's the Wrecking Ball comp. This is we saw a variation of this come out at the start of the 2nd round on Watchpoint, where we had the Ball, Tracer, Vendetta, or we didn't have Ball. We had Tracer, Vendetta, Zen, Brig with the Doomfist, but this time we have it with the Wrecking Ball, so we'll see if things will be different this time. I think Wrecking Ball is a lot better on this map than he is on Gibraltar. Not that he's bad on Gibraltar. Gibraltar's a great map for him, but we also have probably have more practice on the Ball on this map as well, so we'll see if we can get it done on defense first. Scouting here from Gabe. Looking for the slam. We have Itho off to the side. Gonna do the slam now. Onto the Genji. 1 HP. Barely manages to live with the deflect. And man, I used to play Wrecking Ball back in the day. They must have buffed his slam cooldown because that thing was already back up. Deflect back up again. See, maybe the Genji dies here. So low, so low. Tracer and Zen are dead now, so you're going to want to try to reset and stabilize, but Etho goes in. Thought he had a pick there on the Genji. Did not. Genji going in. D.Va going in. They get the Brig. Genji is really going super far here. And I mean, he's just alive. There's nothing that we can do to kill that guy. Just absolutely unkillable. I think that's going to be the first point gone. And I mean, that's what you see a lot on these higher maps. These first points just disappear in an instant sometimes. Gabe looked like he was throwing a touch, but decided not to. Try to control the high ground now here. D.Va's going off to the side, playing really far up. I mean, normally this might be illegal, but it's so hard to kill this D.Va. They're still playing this Vendetta Tracer comp. Now though, they do have the Zenyatta with the orb, so they have a lot more damage there with the Zen damage. Tracer going in behind. They get the kill on the Ashe, that's nice. It's a really nice kill. Gabe is low, but I mean, just playing the ball, he just flies the hell out of there. Vendetta though, on the other hand, a lot harder to get out as a Vendetta. Both of our DPSs are dead, but the 3rd and the 4th DPS of speaking on the Zenyatta, still alive. Oh my god, Smokey just one-shot that guy. Completely diffed that Genji. The Genji was feeling confident. He was like, I'm going in, getting kills, going in, getting kills. Smokey shuts that down, and I mean, that's a really good confidence play too. Make the Genji think about what he's doing more now. Be a little bit apprehensive. He might be thinking when he's going to Blade, like, what if the Zenyatta one-shots me like that? Just happened. Oh my gosh, Tony almost died there. Gets a recall just in time. Tries to get the flying pulse bomb, but misses barely. Demon King on the point. Has the mines. Not going to use it. 19 health. Manages to get out and get the health back. Getting high ground here. It looks like he's probably going to be trying to use his mines soon. They use the Kiriko ult. We use the rally and the Zen ults. The D.Va goes down. That's really big. D.Va's their most important member. Onto the Ashe, really good slam there. He goes off to the side, knows that the slam will give him more elevation, so he can fly back onto the platform with the slam. Really cool tech there from Gabe. That's how you can tell this is an experienced ball player, not someone just playing it for the first time. He's not going to be going on the point, swinging around in circles. He's doing real ball tech. He's doing real ball slams. He's a real ball player. And he's a real ball knower. He's kind of getting poked out though. I mean, it's really hard to position as the Zenyatta into this Genji who's always harassing you, this D.Va is always harassing you, and then whenever you're in the open, they have this Ashe that's just always threatening to one-shot you. So it's just so hard to play. I mean, if you position further back, you won't be able to play with your team. If you position forward like that, you're just going to get smothered. It's so difficult. Smokey and Junebug back alive though. Maybe they can make something happen. I mean, you saw there still, the Zenyatta was alive for so long, even though it was getting harassed by like 3-4 people at the same time. Let me tell you, when I'm playing the Zenyatta, I would have died there in an instant. Tracer Bomb goes out, another miss. Smokey and June are just dead again. I mean, it's just so hard to play here. I mean, I wonder if they have to just try to swap the comp up. Etho manages to get one, just dies right after. Big slam, but it's all just a stall. Our Zen and Briggles are going to be coming back up eventually. I mean, if UAA loses this game, this is the whole match, so... They're on match point right now. Can they win it, or can they win it and force a game 5, or will they have to take a loss on the 4th game? Tony goes down, gets killed by the D.Va, off to the side here. Junebug dies to the Genji. I mean, it's just so difficult to play. You want to be using the Zenyatta orb. I don't even remember what it's called. The purple one. You want to be using the purple orb onto the D.Va to really amplify the damage, but just like whenever you just can't be doing that because you have to use it on the Genji. Because if you don't use it on the Genji, he's just going to be able to run through everyone, as we're about to see. I mean, he has the Wu Yang ult on him, has the blade. I mean, it's just so hard to do anything about that. He's orbed and everything. He's just not dying. The way he's just jumping around. I mean, here we're using it on the D.Va, but we managed to demech her. I don't know if we're even going to get the kill. See, we got the kill there. It's actually looking pretty good. I mean, see, this is the first time we win because we get the D.Va. I mean, imagine if we don't have the D.Va there. She's just alive on point for so long. That's the value of the Zenyatta here. Managed to stay alive, managed to be able to get the ball, get the orb onto the D.Va, managed to be able to get the D.Va down. But in different fights, in the other fights, you're just seeing the Zen die immediately. And it's like we're going for a swap here, maybe. Yeah, we're swapping, I think, to the Lucio Kiriko. I don't even know if that's the right move. I feel like... Oh, we're not swapping the Brig. We're keeping the Brig on, swapping to Lucio. I don't think this is the right call. Because we needed that Zenyatta damage on the D.Va, I feel like. Etho goes down to the Genji. This Genji is just unstoppable in the backline. We're on the Mei there, but the Mei just falls as well. I wonder if we swap Lucio here. Maybe the idea is just we want to be able to try to stall as long as we can on the point because the Lucio will stay alive a little longer, but I don't know. I don't think that Lucio Brig is the play here. I mean, if you're trying to do a dive with it, the dive is just so telegraphed as well, so. We'll see what they end up going. I mean, on this reset, they have all the characters at their disposal other than the Reaper and the Doom. They banned the Reaper, but it's looking like a tough map. I mean, a minute 30 isn't that much to finish with, but those fights did look like they were in NDSU's favor for the most part, so. Looks like we're on a Zarya comp. I think the reason they're going to Zarya is because they don't have... It's extra protection for the backline, but it's also extra damage onto this Genji. Every time the Genji deflects, it feels like no one's able to really do anything to him. He just jumps around, dashes away. But if we have the Zarya beaming him down, he's just going to be sitting like a sitting duck there, just dying. Losing because no Brig, less Seraphim skin. Maybe that's the reason why. See, but now there's no Brig or no Brig Seraphim skin, so who knows what's gonna happen. On the Lucio Kiri again, I mean, that's where we've been finding most of our success in these games is on the Lucio Kiriko. Maybe the Zen Brig used a little more work. Running straight to the side, trying to get to the high ground. They're on the Bastion. They were on the Ash. Oh my god, he just got shredded. Goodbye, Gabriel. That's the power of the Bastion right there. Just so much damage. Tony's trying to create some pressure by trying to backcap a little bit. Not going to be anything more than just a little bit of a nuisance, though. NDSU spots it right away and just runs back and stops him. Shout out to Console Lord in the chat, by the way. You're the absolute goat. Love my boy. I miss you. Bastion just uses turret for him. He'll be in it for a little while longer, but he's pretty low now. Vendetta onto him. Bap and Mortality Field gives him life for another second, but Tony manages to finish the kill. Tony onto the top. Really good kills early here. The Ramatra's gonna go down too. And now it's just a matter of time before this Genji dies. Nice plays there. Our DPS managing to win the fight. I'm curious why they've swapped the Ramatra, because I mean the D.Va was doing so much for them. I wonder what changed. Maybe, I mean D.Va's really good into the Zarya too. You eat the grabs. I wonder why they're doing Ramatra. I think, oh, it must be because they had the D.Va before because they really wanted to dive on the backline, but now with the Lucio Kiri, they feel like the backline is just not really that vulnerable, so they want to do the Ramatra. Tony goes down but manages to get a trade. Yep, good job Demon King. No one was pushing the point that whole time though, so it's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. They get some kills, but they're just kills. Kills only mean something if you're getting progress off of it. They push the point a little more, but like this point would have been getting pushed regardless, I feel like, to where it is. It's probably just entering through the gate right now. This position looks really hard for the Zarya to play through. Oh my gosh, big damage there onto both the Bastion, and it gets the Immortality Field. So nothing to protect the Bastion. The Bastion goes down. That's most of their damage. Now the Ramatra's going down. Uses ult for the extra shield though. Staying alive. Maybe Etho can get something. Oh, the Suzu managed to keep alive the BAP for a little bit longer. But that whole time Tracer's pushing the point, so they get good progress. That's kind of the opposite of what happened last fight, where they had no push on the cart, but they won the fight. This time they get a ton of push on the cart and they lose the fight. This Kiriko is super far forward. I mean, just trying to kill Tony and just gonna tell. Oh my gosh, that was a really nice headshot there from the Kiri. Great pick from the Kiri. I mean, this Kiriko has been a bit of a menace, getting a lot of kills. I mean, what's her damage at? 4,800. Not as much as you might expect, but I mean, still a lot of damage. More damage than we have on our Tracer, which I mean, not an offense to our Tracer. It's just how Tracer works. But when you have a Kiriko doing that much damage, huge three-man grab there. Get the Immortality Field. Immortality Field lasts a really long time. This Ramatra's gonna fall down too, though, soon. Get the BAP. Yep, good kill on the BAP, and then the Ramatra falls. Really good fight there. Huge grab. Great job by Etho to get that Immortality Field as soon as they could. And I mean, we're gonna cap the point here. We have 2 support ults on the ready. I don't think they want to use it right away. They want to use these support ults when they start getting into the next choke, probably. Really good job here. I mean, that's great restraint there from Etho to be able to play as far back as he was. And a really good Suzu, of course, from Junebug to keep him alive. Bastion tries to go into turret form to stay alive a little longer, but not going to be able to do much. Nice clean wipe there. Forces everyone on NDSU back to their 3rd spawn point. I mean, they have 2 minutes here to have a matching finish with NDSU. And I mean, at the start, the push on that first objective was looking kind of rough, but the second one, they got through really quickly. So let's see what they can do with the 3rd. Demon King on almost full charge. They're beating in. See what the Vendetta can do. Has the ult. Gonna get the Baptiste. Now they're gonna probably look onto this Ramatra, who's really isolated without much healing. Starts getting 1 HP, gets healed, gets bubbled. Really good job. Genji's going in on the backline, but just gets killed by Smokey. I mean, this Will Russ, he was having it in the start when he had his D.Va with him, but now when it's just him diving onto the backline, I mean, Smokey on this Lucio is too good. And what a great point 3 and point 2 there from UAA. I mean, they just, I don't think it's possible to have a faster point 3. I don't think that NDSU contested the point a single time that entire 3rd point. Going to overtime now, though. They have a little over a minute more to work with than NDSU. See what can happen. I mean, anything can happen here. we did see NDSU cap the first point a lot faster than UAA, so that might be a worry here. But I think if UAA gets past that first point, they're going to do really good. I think we're probably going to run the same comp, even on defense. Yep. NDSU going back to the Ashe out there on offense, and the D.Va again, and the Wu Gang. I'm really worried about this D.Va, man. I mean, they swapped to the Ramantra and it was doing good, but this D.Va was just so problematic for our backline. But maybe with the Zarya damage, we can thread through this D.Va as well. I mean, you like playing D.Va into Zarya so you can eat those grabs, but if you're getting beamed in the face by a full charge Zarya, that's like insane damage. Tony getting some pressure. Goes pretty low. Zarya going in far. They're going super deep. I don't know if you want to go that deep, actually. I don't know if you want to play that far past the gate. Already, as SSU, they managed to get the first third of the point off that back cap. I mean, that kind of goes to how far forward UAA was going. They went so far forward that the amount of time it took them to get all the way back to the point was a full third of the point, and now I think they're just going to have to cede the point again, like they did in the first round. And, I mean, they're contesting. D.Va's getting pretty low here. Looking onto the Ashe. The Ashe is 1 HP. Falls down. Oh, really good job there, recontest. It looked pretty doomed there for a second, like I was saying, but really good coordination there. I think I just had a bad read there. That's on me. I apologize, UAA. I should have had faith there. Still, that's a lot of progress onto the point. Tony going forward. Dash is in. I don't know if he wanted to dash in there. Has to blink out. D.Va's going on the point. Oh my god, he failed the touch. Now that's just phenomenal work. And I mean, really, honestly, really smart there from Tony dashing in. It drew D.Va's dash towards him because D.Va's like, oh, enter. Not an enter, a baiter. A master baiter right there. Oh, at work. Absolutely baiting the D.Va out of his mind. Makes him waste that extra half second. D.Va couldn't get the touch in time. Really great job there from Tony. Great job from all of UAA, honestly. On that recontest, really, really strong recontest. I'm surprised it took as long. I mean, Zarya was taking as little damage as it was there on that recontest. Seeing Tony on the Widowmaker, I think he might be going for a quick pick at the start of the round. Probably just going to try to do a jump up out of spawn, try to find someone. No, he's just going to go to the Tracer. Hit some barrels, drink some ale, prepare for battle. Like the good old days, you know. Daniel could tell you a lot about this back in his day, you know. He used to do this a lot with his old Nordic pals. He would pop open some kegs and then go raiding off the coasts and get some Danish. Not gonna say the second part of that, but you know, some good Dane meat on the table. You know what I'm saying? Tony looked on the side. Oh my goodness gracious! This Kiriko is absolutely elite with these headshots. I mean, if you're playing in the Tracer there, it's like that's not even you getting outplayed. It's just like, what are you supposed to do? Tracer recalls into their whole team. They're just going to be able to get the Tracer here, I think. Yep, Tony's going onto him. Nice there from Tony. Gets the kill on the Tracer. Gonna run off to the side, try to contest high ground here. Probably going to look for the BAP, I'm imagining. Nope, he's going to try to pressure the Bastion. Gonna get the kill, maybe. Ramantra and Bastion both really low. Great kills there. NDSU ended up really split there. I think UAA might be able to get the whole game right here. Tracer's going to come back for a touch, but if they can kill the Tracer fast enough, has to recall. If they can get the Tracer, I don't know if Tracer's going to be able to do enough here. How much time can you stall as the Tracer? Dead. Nice game there from UAA. They're going to take game 2, or not game 2, game 4, and force a second win, force a game 5, play the Silver Scrapes. Let's look at the play of the game. I mean, who else would throw chicken Etho on the Vendetta? He was doing so much on the Vendetta in this game. Probably had, 15,000 damage, 40 eliminations. What an amazing game from him. Gets the kill here, gets the kill here, gets the kill there. Everywhere he swings his sword, someone's dying. Great work. Okay. Our final map, it's going to be a push map. Colosseo. Classic push map, one of the first push maps that came out, I believe, with Overwatch 2's release. I think it was Colosseo and New Queen Street. Both pretty good maps, honestly, but I think Colosseo is way better. I really love Colosseo. I mean, this beautiful fountain. This beautiful site. What a beautiful map. But I really like Colosseo because I think that the terrain here, you see like this indoor little like Colosseum bit, so unique to play around, and then you get to this bridge over here, which I think really dynamic action. So I'm excited for a Colosseo. I think it's a good ball map, but it looks like we're going to be playing the Junker Queen. It's a good Junker Queen map too. On the Junker Queen Moira, I don't know if this Moira is staying, because some people might have certain thoughts about that character. But I'm always happy to see some Junker Queen action, so... And some Moira action, I mean... Like, it's staying. Heck yeah. On the other side, we're seeing Bastion Reaper. This is like pretty much identical to one of their Gibraltar comps that they were running, but with Ramatra instead of D.Va, because D.Va was banned on that map. Or no, it was not. It was banned on the map prior. My bad. But D.Va was not banned on that map. But the Bastion here is quite strong. This is a good map. It's a good map for Bastion. Smokey getting really low there. Huge damage ball. Look at my Moira just pumping damage. Gets great heals on the Star Chicken. Kill the Sayana. Oh yeah. Tony gets low, gets the health pack. What a good fight. I mean, that Moira orb did so much damage there. Probably most damage in the game, honestly. No, close though. I mean, almost all of that 500 damage came right off that ball. Got hits on everyone, 5 kills. Sorry, elims. Junker Queen's walking back, along with the nice Lucio speed boost. Tony getting a little bit aggressive. But when are you not aggressive? I think he's looking for this Ana. Kind of on her own over here. Watch out for the sleep. Nice dodge on the sleep. Well, he's off doing that. We're kind of getting pushed back, honestly, even though it's... Okay, well, now we've regrouped, but let's see what we can do. Going in. Big hit on Sojourn. 1 HP. Maybe we can get her? Nice kill there from Tony. No one's moving the point, but honestly, who even cares? Just kill him and then move it. Oh my goodness. This Reaper is just doing so much there. Have the Moira ult and the Tracer ult ready. I don't think we're using them here. We're just going to regroup first. If I'm Tony, I'm definitely looking to use my Pulse Bomb onto the Ana, our final map. See what he can get done here. Oh my gosh, he's alive. Matra. He's gonna pulse here. Nice stick. That's an easy kill on the Ana. Great Pulse Bomb. Soja's 1 HP, just gonna fall to the Moira Grasp. Demon King's just gonna kill this guy. Reaper's trying to push the point a little bit, but kind of just staggering. He's gonna end up dying here. I don't know if he can get back. He has no TP, no Wraith. I think he's gonna die to Tracer. Yep, nice punch there from Tony. Aggressive positioning. Really good ult there from the Junker Queen. Trying to get the Brig. No healing. That character is stupid and heals passively all the time, but when you have a Junker Queen, there's nothing you can do. Reaper forced to fade out. Sojourn dies last to Star Chicken. Near the point. She was kind of far forward there. I mean, how's the rookie doing, you ask, Bryson? The rookie's doing absolutely great. Especially here on her Moira. Looking a little split. NDSU is looking more split than they are, though. Good beat. Reaper's just hit on a wall, although he ends up dying out. Big ult there from Star Chicken. There's no health back here for the Reaper, so he's gonna fall. So Ramasha is literally 1 health. Now it's just Sojourn and Ana. So I think Etho can keep pushing it a little bit, although he's gonna opt to back out. Good call there, considering how much closer their spawns are. But, I mean, that's a lot of really nice push there on this push map. That's what the point of the map is, to push, so... They're looking to build up some ult charge with these long-range swords and beams. Going in on the Soj, 1 HP, gets the Ana as well. Really nice collateral headshot there from Etho, just does so much damage. And he's gonna deback his D.Va. His D.Va's gonna fall. Nothing D.Va can do about that. Honestly, yeah, there it is. She lived a pretty long time there. Maybe a bit of a stagger. And I mean, we had a chatter talking about Smog the Frog, prepare for Smog the Frog. I'm not seeing Smog the Frog apply the same amount of pressure that Demon King is right now, and Demon King's ult is coming right back up. That Junker Queen ult is so powerful. Here we go, Vendetta in. Gets the headshot, but he swipes off the side. I don't know if that's where he wanted to go with that. I think he was probably just trying to get more damage out. Alright, Lucio's running away at 1 HP. Oh my gosh. Alive still somehow. Gets this health pack now. Vendetta's hitting it now. This D.Va's gonna fall, get demaxed. Now this is pretty good conditions now for this next fight, because there's no D.Va. Dies to the Junebug orb. Ana's gonna fall now too. Really, really good. And I mean, if maybe a bit too over-aggressive? Nope. See, when it gets a little bit too over-aggressive, this Vendetta character, when it gets too aggressive, what it just does is it holds right-click and it becomes basically invulnerable, so it actually doesn't matter if that happens, because the character is too strong. Has his ult back. I mean, I think he might just... he's gonna go in for the Ana here. Really, really huge Demon King ult. Gets the anti-heal onto the Ana and the Lucio, gets both their supports. I mean, they're trying to push it back a little bit here, but D.Va and this Reaper are probably just going to fall and get staggered. Yep, Reaper had no rate, probably used it trying to get some kills earlier on the Junebug. Really, really, really good dive. We have the Vendetta ult. I think he's going to look to use it in a little bit here. When they regroup a bit, try to reset here. Have everyone here. I think he's just looking for better positioning, because at this point you don't need to finish the push, you just need to like be winning fights so that they don't get any push, right? Reaper forced to fade. He gets nanoed. Oh my gosh, they're looking for Blossom. Does absolutely nothing. That's the Spirit Blossom that we were looking for. First one of the entire game, and it does absolutely nothing. I'm sorry, Llama Box. I know you were hoping for a big Reaper ult, but that was not it. Tony finds a pick on the Ana, and he's pushing the cart. Demon King finds the kill onto the Reaper. No way to live that. I mean, they have no supports. This Cassidy ult's not going to get much. I mean, when you're using the Cassidy ult like this, it's great for creating space, but where he's using it, it doesn't even matter. Everyone was already behind cover. They didn't need to get to the point or anything, so like, what are you getting out of this Cassidy ult? It's just like, maybe a bit of a panic ult. This Ana falls to the Moira beam, and I mean, this Moira beam does so much. It does so much healing, it does so much damage. He ends up falling. Demon King's gonna follow the D.Va ult, but that's like the last minute and a half, just gone down the drain. Tony's probably gonna look for a pick with this Pulse before the next fight. See if they can get a 5-on-4. Might end up getting forced out here by the D.Va. Has to use his recall. Has no blinks, but they're not going to chase it. Demon King's looking in. He's going to have his ult in 10%. Getting really low from this D.Va, though. Getting killed by the Lucio. Tony's going in. He used his pulse somewhere. I think he got Cassidy with it. I didn't see it on the kill feed. 1 health. Exactly 1 health. Etho gonna kill the Reaper here. Nope, Smokey gets it with the melee, but who cares who gets it? And I mean, they just look stifled. This is what when the D.Va and like they were playing with the Genji before. This time they're doing it with the Reaper. Before it was just so much to contest when you're playing these supports. You're playing when they were playing the Zen Brig. not very mobile characters. It was so hard for them to live against these dives. Well, you saw that the Tracer and the Vendetta and I believe their tank at the time was either a Doom or it was a Wrecking Ball. It was like they had nothing to do. But in this game, when you're playing the D.Va, what are you even diving onto? They're trying to dive onto the Moira and onto the Lucio, but they live for so long. Remember that one fight where the Lucio barely lived and got that health back? She was alive for, I don't know, 40 seconds, just didn't even die at the end either. So yeah, I mean, it really feels like NDSU's comp is just, it's just not a comp that they're going to end up winning with. Even if they're better players, or if they're more organized, which it doesn't look like they have been, even if they are, the comp is just not going to work. Because, I mean, you see the hero, the Cassie, all he's doing is running back. And when you're playing characters and you're just running back, it's like you've already conceded the fight. We're seeing the Vendetta ult come in, just going to decimate the D.Va's health bar. I mean, that's part of the reason why it's so OP is it one-shots tanks, man. Like, that Vendetta ult just does so much. UAA not going to push the point. They want the fight. They want the game to end right here. This is going to be it. This is going to be the series. This is going to be the game. Over. No touches. UAA wins in Game 5. And what a nice win. I mean, just really great. They figured out what was going wrong with their comps. They figured out what they needed to work on, and it was just easy. Just an easy win. Really great adjustments mid-match. I mean, that's something UAA is really good at. Play the game here for Mytho. Not much of a play the game, but I mean, it doesn't need to be. Thank you for watching, everyone. This is UAA winning in 5 games. I will see you all on Monday, where we will be streaming Valorant. I believe that's probably at 4 Alaska time, but honestly, I have no idea, because those schedules are getting changed all the time. But I will see you then. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And thank you, Llama Box, for cursing your team and letting us win. Shout out the GOAT. And of course, anything I said is all banter. I hope you didn't take it poorly. Thank you. Goodbye.